As you all know, Trump got shot and he will probably win the election. And there is a high chance that it will become the first Bitcoin president. And it will be really good for our portfolio in general. Let's check why it will be positive for all of us. Let's go. Remember, Malcolm D. God started it all.
A lot of the smartest people in crypto are moving their businesses out of the US because they're scared of the US's regulations.
Yeah, crypto is moving out of the US because of hostility toward crypto.
Correct. So what are you going to do to stop it?
Well, we'll stop it because I don't want that. If we're going to embrace it, we have to let them be here.
And probably this video with the million of impressions that it generated started the Trump crypto rally. A couple of weeks after Trump gave a speech at the Libertarian National Convention and defended decentralization and American Bitcoin.
I will ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in the USA, not driven overseas. I will support the right to self-custody to the nation's 50 million crypto holders. I say this with your vote.
There is around 50 million crypto holders in the US. Maybe that's why.
I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. And I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency.
So if he's doing what he's preaching before the election and during his campaign, there is a high chance that the regulation framework will be implemented at faster pace than it was before, and it will have a significant impact on the market. There is huge speculation about the Bitcoin Nashville convention where Trump will speak, where he could announce strategic reserve for the US government. And that can be huge because imagine the US printing money to buy Bitcoin. The short-term impact will be definitely interesting on the market, but it could be catastrophic for the US dollar itself. But if they are doing that, it will be really interesting to see how the markets react to that kind of news. Dennis Porter from the Satoshi Action Fund swear it's legit. Imagine the ripple effect Bitcoin as digital gold, shaking up global economy strategy. That would be massive. If this is confirmed and announced during the convention, I'm pretty sure we should see a Bitcoin at $100,000 and up pretty soon. And after those declarations about what he wants to do, there is a couple of news about the people that he wants to work with if he gets elected. Donald Trump is considering JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon as a Treasury Secretary and says that he changed his tune on Bitcoin and crypto. Obviously, we know that Jamie spit on Bitcoin for years, while JP Morgan is also buying Bitcoin under the hood, right? So it will be interesting to see what the policy the Treasury Secretary will implement and protect during the next 4 years. Trump picked J.D. Vance, a fellow Bitcoiners. He would hold around $250,000 in Bitcoin. The New York Post is speculating that he picked this vice president to get the Bitcoin crowd around them. If you look into the J.D. Vance background, there is probably way more than that because, okay, there is a lot of crypto voters, 50 million of them, but I don't think that's the main point. He has an impressive network, he has a connection, and he has access to big money that you can basically win a campaign because you have more to spend on it. And that's how you win a US election nowadays. And Trump knows that. The donors from the crypto industry are not negligible anymore. So strategically, it's smart to get those big boys to stick around. Donald Trump Jr. is also playing a role in the campaign and promote the crypto industry. They made an interview with David Sachs, who threw shades at the Biden admin for the anti-crypto stance, and especially with the FCC crackdown on crypto firms.
I see so many of the crypto bros, so to speak. They share a lot of sort of our values about that freedom, about that. And so when I start seeing, I love my father talking about it as president, embracing crypto, and yet it's like one of those I don't really want government anywhere near any of this stuff, right? I mean, it's sort of some of the beauty of it is that the government isn't there sort of taking advantage of I don't want to say you sort of get to hide behind some of these protections of freedom and whatever it may be in there, but what does happen when the bureaucrats get involved? Do they sort of legislate out all of the things that those guys love about those currencies? Is there a way to prevent that from happening so that it stays true to what it actually is?
Yeah, well, so what's happening right now is that the Biden administration has been very negative towards crypto, and specifically the SEC Commissioner Gensler has been quite hostile to crypto and has been prosecuting a lot of crypto companies. And he's been doing this at the bidding of Elizabeth Warren, who also hates crypto. So what they've effectively been doing is making it harder for crypto startups to operate in the United States, to innovate, and they've been effectively driving them offshore. And there are places in the world like, Singapore that actually have more crypto innovation now than the United States. So I think what the crypto community is asking for is just a legal framework. They just want to know what the rules are. This is what I hear over and over again, is they say, look, we're willing to operate legally under whatever framework you tell us. Just tell us what the rules are. And I think the frustration is that Gensler has not done that. It's been giving them a framework through prosecution, as opposed to telling them in advance what the rules are. And no business can operate that way.
Another conversation between Trump Jr. and David Sachs, where they embrace the power of the community and the fact we can skip the middleman and be more efficient on chain. If they can implement that at the administration level, that would be interesting to see how the country will be run for the upcoming future. And also Trump can use his NFT collection to register voters maybe. And in another one video, the Senator Cynthia Lummis, who is a huge advocate for crypto and has represented Bitcoin with Laser Eye for years, is working to make sure the banks and the FDICs are providing banking services to crypto company, which is honestly a shame when you have your operation paused because your bank is not taking your crypto payment.
Should banks be able to hold the assets of digital asset companies?
Banks do hold custody of digital assets right now.
And do you support that?
Yes, I'm very familiar with banks holding custody of those assets, and it's another business like any other business.
Should banks be able to provide services to digital asset companies like payment services?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I don't think it's the FDIC's role to tell banks what industries or companies they should be providing services to.
Oh, I appreciate your answer.
So if Trump gets elected and there is some updates to be made, you can expect more and more commission popping off and talking about and taking stances for digital assets. Why Trump will start to support the crypto industry right now? There is multiple factors for that. First, he needs the money to come in during this campaign, that's for sure, right? So now taking crypto for payment, for donation, it allows the crypto bros to donate directly to him, and so he can deploy more capitals into his campaign. So there is that, and that maybe the principal aspect of it. We will see how it goes in the near future. Second, we are vocal on the timeline. We make noise on Twitter, and he wants that. He wants as many tweets going out about Trump and about the crypto industry especially, and become the president of the people who are 24/7 online, and we are that grown. It makes sense. It's also a pool for voters who are on average kind of young, and he can get those votes in too. Finally, it helps him to promote American Bitcoin, where the miners will be geo-located inside the US, develop American business that will push the crypto revolution out there, and get back the Alfred power inside the US. It fit his strategy pretty well. So clearly, Trump is becoming the first Bitcoin president, and it's probably the first crypto election. This is history. If he's going to do everything that he's talking about right now in the next couple of years, and even the first month of his new presidential time, it will be really, really good for our portfolio. And you can expect Bitcoin to fly above $100,000 pretty easily. That's going to be awesome. The next few months will be massive. The Bitcoin conference in Nashville coming up will be a must to watch. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. Push the thumb up button, share the video on crypto Twitter, and subscribe to the channel. It's really important for the algorithm. Enjoy the rest of your day and touch grass during the weekend. I will see you next week for more videos. Don't get drunk and take profit. Peace!